And we are, okay, let's try this again. We're live, I think. Okay, so it's like, again, apples, oranges, and lemons. So x cubed, those are apples. You put them together. X squared, those are like oranges. You put them together. There's my lemons, and those are just numbers. So we combine like terms. So if I have, because I'm adding, I've got a 3x cubed and a negative 3x cubed. Well, that's easy. These two just cancel each other out, right? Boom, boom. And I've got a negative 5x squared and a subtract 2x squared, which makes a negative 7x squared, right? Negative 5, negative 2. We're adding them. We're not going to do anything to the exponents. We're saying how many x squareds do we have, okay? We've got a 5x and a 4x. If I add them together, I get a 9x. Don't add the exponent. We're just saying how many x's do we have. And then finally, a negative 6 and a positive 3 makes a negative 3. That's all. What do you think? Thumbs up? Right? I mean, we've done this before. They're just bigger problems because it's algebra 2, okay? Okay, slide it up. Okay, I've got apples. These two are the same. Oranges. And then maybe bananas. I don't know, but they're all different, right? So put the ones together that go together. So let's put the x squared y's with the x squared y's. There's a total of 9 of the 9 of what? Well, 9 x squared y's. Okay. And then we have x, y squareds are different. They are different. X, y squareds are different. I have a total of negative 3 x, y squareds and a positive 5 x squared y's makes a positive 2. And then finally, I got a 3xy minus a 2xy just makes a 1xy, right? Just put the ones together that go together. How's that? Thumbs up? Now, number 3 is a little bit tricky if we're not careful. And I want you to watch this and listen. When I subtract a negative, I add. I'll say that again. When I subtract a negative, I add. When I subtract a negative, I add. Correct? It's like a double negative. So, for me, I always make mistakes, don't I? Right, Emma? I constantly make mistakes. So, what I do is I will bring this negative through first. I'll think of it as a negative 1. And I'll bring it through before I do anything so I don't make a mistake. So I'm going to rewrite this as a negative 4x cubed, a positive 5x squared, a negative 5x, and a positive 11. It just helps me because I tend to make mistakes. So I change it from a subtraction problem to an addition problem, which is what we just did. So now let me bring down the other terms. 5x cubed minus my 4x squared plus my 3x minus 1. And then I'm going to be doing just what I did up above. Apples, oranges, bananas, x cubed with x cubed, 5x cubed minus 1x, 4x cubed makes a 1x cubed. A negative 4x squared and a positive 5x squared makes a positive 1x squared. A 3x minus a 5x makes a negative 2x. And a negative 1 and a positive 11 makes a positive 10, okay? You don't have to do the negative 3, but I always do it just because I am so famous for making mistakes, okay? All right, perimeter. Let's put our thinking cap on. I don't know these sides, but to do perimeter, I've got to add perimeter. I have to add all the way around, right? So I'm just going to add, but I don't know what this side is. I don't know what x is, so my answer is going to be in terms of x, right? In terms of x, okay? So I know that from here to here, you guys can see this, from here to here is an x plus 2, right? And I know from here to here is a x plus 3 because it's square. And I know if I go down from here to right here is 2x. And then from here to here is a 2x plus 1, okay? And now I'm just going to add. Now, I always, for me, just because I always make mistakes, I like to put a starting point because I'll forget where I started because I'm old. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to add all the way around. Okay, let's do this in our heads because we're smart. Okay, ready? Let's add the x's first. Okay, let's do the x's first. 1, 2, 3 x's. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 x's. Everybody see the 12 x's? Will we do it again? Will we do it again? I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 x's, right? And then let's add the numbers. 2 plus 3 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 12. If we knew the value of x, we could plug it in. But in terms of x, that's what the answer is, okay? Thumbs up on that? Okay, let's turn the page. Let's look at the big problems. So on the back are the big problems, okay? Now, I call it FOIL or multiply or whatever. We've got to do this thing twice. So here's my suggestion to you, okay? I like to multiply, this is me, I like to multiply these two first, and you'll see why. I want to just leave the x plus 2 alone for a second, so I'll just leave the x plus 2 alone. It does not matter. This is my preference, but I'm going to multiply the second two first, okay? This is just my preference, okay? So if I do that, I'll get an x 2x squared plus a 5x minus an 8x minus 20, right? I'm going to simplify it. X plus 2 times a 2x squared minus 3x minus 20, okay? Right, I just combined those two x terms. And now, it's just a bigger version. I'll go x times 2x times negative 3 and times negative 20. So multiply the x times all three of these terms. And then I'll do the same thing with the 2, okay? So it's going to take a few steps and that'll simplify, okay? So then I get a 2x to the third. I am multiplying, so I'm going to multiply. So when you multiply, add exponents. Okay? When you multiply, add exponents. When you add, don't add exponents. When you add, you're adding apples, oranges, and bananas. But when you multiply, you're using a juicer. We're going to juice them all up, okay? Put them all together, okay? Whatever that means. Okay, so I'm going to get a 2x cubed because I'm adding the exponents minus a 3x squared minus a 20x. Okay, how am I doing? Thumbs up? And then I'll take the 2 through. I'll get a positive 4x squared. Now, I like to do this. I'll put the 4x squared right there. Does that make sense? I line them up. So when it comes to adding, it makes it easier for me. Minus 6x. Okay, same thing. I put it right there, so I line them up so it comes time to add them. And then minus 40. Now, when it combined like terms, it makes it easier for me to add because I have all of the terms lined up that are the same. Okay, 2x cubed just comes down, right? Plus a 1x squared minus a 26x minus a 40. Okay, and then you're done because you cannot add apples, oranges, and bananas. It's just apples, oranges, and bananas, right? Okay, how am I doing? Thumbs up? Let me see. Everybody good? Nobody's confused yet? All right, let's do number 6. So 6 really is basically doing what we did up here. Exact same problem, right? Exact same type of problem. So this is pretty easy. So I'm going to multiply the 3x times the 5x squared times the 4x times the 2. And that'll do the same thing. I'll bring the 2 times the 5x squared, 2 times the 4x, and 2 times 2, okay? All right, let me do that. All right, I'm going to have a 15x cubed, right? You guys see that? Minus a 12x squared plus a 6x, okay? And then we'll bring the 2 through. I'll have a 10x squared minus an 8x, and see I'm lining them up, plus 4. And I like to line them up. You do not have to line them up, but for me it's just easier to line them up because I want to add them. I can just add straight down. 15x to the third minus a 2x squared minus a 2x plus 4, okay? Capiche? Hunter, good? Ada, good? Emma? Olin? Okay. All right. Example 7. It's the biggie, but it's not hard. It's just going to have like 9. It's going to have 9 terms, okay? 3 per. So let's see. Same process. 2x squared times all 3 of these. Then we'll take the 4x times all 3 of these. Then we'll take the 3 times all 3 of these, right? It's the same process. It's just long. All right. X squared times x squared is next to the 4th. X squared times x squared is next to the 4th. So we get a 2x to the 4th, right? Plus a 10x cubed minus a 4x squared, okay? And then do the whole thing again, but with 4x. So take the 4x times all 3 of these terms. So we'll go a 4x cubed. Now I'll put right there, plus a 4x cubed, because I like to line them up. Makes it easier for me to add them, right? Put the x cubes with the x cubes. Plus 20x squared, I'll put that there, because again, I like to line them up, put the same terms together, and then minus an 8x. And that one goes right there because I like to have them in order. See how they're all in descending order? Okay, then finally the 3 times all 3 of these. So we get positive 3x squared. Let's put that right there. Plus 15x. Let's put that there. And then minus 6. Okay. So we're almost done. It's not any harder. It's just longer, right? So then let's add them. 2x to the 4th plus 14x cubed. Oh, let's see, that's plus a 19x squared plus 7x minus 6. And you're done. You cannot combine these because they're all different, okay? And that's all I have. That wasn't very hard today at all, was it? Okay. Let me stop my recording. And then the cool part is we have time to get that homework done, probably in class.